Welcome to the channel. I'm the Scottish Astrologer, and in this video I show how to determine the levels and areas of knowledge and wisdom that a person has through looking at the condition and location, etc. of both Jupiter and Saturn. So to begin with, Jupiter is the planet that controls knowledge, okay? Which is your information, facts and skills gained through experience or education. And Saturn controls wisdom, which is your ability to act and think using a combination of knowledge, understanding, experience and common sense. Now, the first thing which you need to know in order to determine the level of knowledge and wisdom that a person happens to be endowed with is by looking firstly at the condition of both Jupiter and Saturn, okay? So, is Jupiter and Saturn well placed or badly placed? So you must determine whether or not these planets are in a zodiac sign which they like to be in. And this can be through either rulership, okay? So the zodiac sign in which a planet actually rules. Or it could be through exaltation. It could be through triplicity. It could be through term or face, okay? Or it could be through being conjunct a fortunate fixed star, which is governed by the energies of the exact same planet. So if we're looking to determine Jupiter and knowledge, and Jupiter is conjunct a fixed star of the energies of Jupiter, a fortunate fixed star, that will be good and will enhance knowledge accordingly. Or if it's a fixed star governed by Saturn, okay, and we are working with Saturn, okay, or a fixed star by Jupiter when we are working with Jupiter, that has the same energies as these planets, that is good and will boost wisdom or knowledge accordingly, okay, depending on the energies of the fixed star, okay, and again, whether we're working with Jupiter or Saturn, it has to be a fixed star that harmonises energetically and is governed by the planet which you are working with. Now, for a complete list, okay, of all the fixed stars, then please visit my website and scroll down, okay, just keep scrolling down near the bottom of the page and you'll come to all the fixed stars, okay. But the chart on screen will show you if Jupiter and Saturn is well placed or not, or neutrally placed. Might not be either well placed or badly placed, just in a neutral position. So that's neither good nor bad. It neither decreases or increases knowledge or wisdom. So again, the chart on screen, okay, is showing whether or not a planet is in rulership or house, as it says on this chart, but where it says house, it means a planet which rules that zodiac sign. Or if a planet's in exaltation, triplicity, term, face, detriment or fall, the chart on screen will show you that, okay, help you to determine that. Again, the link to my website will be in the description below, and that also has these charts as well, everything you need to know to understand and to do this for yourself with your own chart. Now, detriment and fall, okay, show that the best energies of Jupiter and so knowledge, okay, are at their weakest or least potent, and rulership, exaltation, triplicity, term or face show the best energies of Jupiter, okay, are at their strongest and at their most potent, okay, when they're in, again, either rulership, exaltation, triplicity, term or face. And the same goes for Saturn, okay, if Saturn's in rulership or exaltation or triplicity, term or face, that is good, okay, and boosts or increases. Okay, just to try and briefly explain to you how to properly use this chart on screen, okay. For example, if you look at the section that says faces of the planets, and if you look at the numbers next to the 3 planets in the sections, you will see the number 10 in the first section, the number 20 in the middle section, and the number 30 in the end section. Now, the number 10 is the degrees of the zodiac sign, okay, that it goes up to for the planet of that section to be in face. So for the first section of face for Aries, the planet Mars must be located in between 0 and 10 degrees of Aries to be in face, okay. Now, if the Sun, okay, which is the second planet it shows in the section, is located in Aries, okay, and in between the 10th and the 20th degree, then the Sun is in face. And the last planet in the section is Venus, okay. So if Venus is located in Aries between the 20th and the 30th degrees, then she is in her face. And this is how this chart works, okay, with the numbers you see on it in the face and term section, okay. That's how it works with these numbers. When it says 10, doesn't mean it has to be the 10th degree. It means from 0 to 10 degrees, the planet which is in that section controls, okay, or is in its face or term, etc. So that's how this actually works. But like I was explaining to you, was just an example, okay. You don't really need to be looking at Mars or the Sun or Venus, okay. You only need to pay attention to Jupiter and Saturn, okay. So, but the easiest example for me to give you was the one I did right there. So okay, so just to recap, the ways in which you know how well dignified or situated Jupiter and Saturn are is through rulership, exaltation, triplicity, term, face, detriment and fall, but also through the fixed stars like I mentioned. But there is another way that can increase or decrease the energies of Jupiter and Saturn, and that is through conjunctions, oppositions, or applying aspects, okay, from other planets. Now, when I say applying aspects, I am not just meaning squares or trines, okay, etc., or sextiles. I am trying to say which planet the energy is actually being applied from as well, okay. So I mean aspects that are being delivered to Jupiter or Saturn, okay, by a planet, etc. And how it's being delivered to them, that is through the other planet being located at a higher point on the zodiac wheel or circle than Jupiter or Saturn. So above them and delivering an aspect down to them, okay. So from the planet which is actually applying or delivering the energy from on high, from above, like if an aspect's coming down the way, okay, to Jupiter or Saturn, this is aspect, okay, which can either increase or weaken along with conjunctions and oppositions, okay. This can either weaken or increase the energies of Jupiter or Saturn, depending on whether the planet or luminary in question, which is delivering its energies and aspect to Jupiter or Saturn, whether this planet in question is considered to be a friend or an enemy or neutral to Jupiter or Saturn, okay. And also if the planet in question is itself well dignified and placed or not. For example, if an ill-dignified and badly placed planet who is an enemy of Jupiter and is making an applying aspect to him, so an aspect from above, okay, this will agitate, okay, and damage the potency of either Jupiter or Saturn, and so affect knowledge or wisdom. But if there is a well-dignified and well-situated planet who is a friend to Jupiter and is making an applying aspect or conjunction opposition to him, this will increase the potency of Jupiter or Saturn and increase knowledge or wisdom in general, okay. So I've just explained to you how to determine the amount and value of knowledge and wisdom that a person has. And again, all the charts and information you need to know this can all be found on my website. Just keep scrolling down and you will find everything that you need. Again, a link to my website will be in the description box below. And now I will explain how to determine which area you are most knowledgeable or wise in, and what area your knowledge and wisdom is, shall we say, most useful or most beneficial. Okay, and this is determined through which houses Jupiter and Saturn are located in, as well as applying aspects from Jupiter and Saturn to other planets and where they are situated. Now, I am not saying this shows the only area, okay, that people have knowledge and wisdom in, because obviously people have general knowledge and are generally wise in many different areas in life. But this technique shows the area or areas where the person's knowledge or wisdom is most useful or abundant, okay? Now, the meaning of the 12 houses are as follows. The first house is all about the self, life, appearance, personality. The second house is all about wealth, money, material possessions. The third house, communication, intelligence, siblings. The fourth house is about family, your home and ancestors. The fifth house is about love, pleasure, leisure, children, creations and things like hobbies. The sixth house is all about daily life, work, health, loss, common or lower ranking people or colleagues. The seventh house is about partnerships, marriage, contracts and associations. The eighth house is about death and transformation, sexuality, battles and interest in the occult and power. The ninth house is about spirituality, higher learning, law, legality and religion, okay, philosophy, visions, also travels. The 10th house is about career, social success, destiny in general, authority, success in business and fame. The 11th house is about friends, projects, happiness and protections. And last but certainly not least, the 12th house is about enemies, fears, addictions, difficulties, secrets like ordeals, prisons, hospitals, or a completion of a cycle or journey, and also dreams and sleep. So the area in which you are most knowledgeable or wise, or your knowledge and wisdom is most useful and beneficial, okay, is seen through the house location of Jupiter and Saturn. And also, as I mentioned, if Jupiter, okay, is making and applying aspect to another planet, then the qualities of that planet as well as its house location will also come into play. So just to explain this properly, if Jupiter or Saturn happen to be making an aspect which it's them that's directing their energies to another planet, so if Jupiter or Saturn is above another planet, okay, higher than it on the wheel, and is making an aspect down to this planet, whatever the energies, okay, and qualities of that planet are, and depending on that planet's sign and house location, okay, that will also affect knowledge and wisdom, okay, through the area of that planet, because knowledge, the level of knowledge and wisdom that you have got through however well or badly placed Saturn or Jupiter is, and then they are putting their energies of knowledge or wisdom onto another planet and onto another area, okay, of the chart. So you need to take all that into consideration to fully determine the levels and areas of knowledge and wisdom that a person has been endowed with, and which area is most beneficial or abundant. Okay folks, I think I've went on enough with this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell at the right hand side of the subscribe button. Until next time, take care.